It's the Simpleton Podcast with Jack and Zach.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Simpleton Podcast. I'm Jack, and with me, as always, Big Mouth Magama.
Oh, that's me.
That was for I think for like a spur of the moment thing. You actually did that pretty good.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Um, and this episode, I'm live at.
What? Where are you at?
I'm at Kroger.
Did you actually just give your address?
Yeah, I'm at Kroger. No, I'm at a Kroger.
I mean, still, that gives away your location. You probably shouldn't say that.
You can just censor out when I said the numbers. And keep the rest.
Okay. I want the audience to know he actually just said the address that he's at in the city that he lives in. So, just
It's a Kroger. It's a Kroger.
It's a Kroger. Now they know the region.
Do we only have Krogers here?
I think no, they have them like Midwest, but it's not like a northern thing. I don't think.
Do you know how many 7s there are? Especially locations that are Krogers. So,
I don't know. Why not?
sorry. Okay. So, basically, I think this week we should just go for a regular conversation. There's a guy and he's returning his cart next to my car, and he looks like Maui from Moana.
That's really like he's got the same build and everything. Does he,
Yeah,
does he
he's
have all
got
the tattoos?
Yeah, well, I mean, he's got like.
Does he look like he'd
Actually,
welcome?
Actually, the more that I look at him, the less he looks like Maui. He has like 2 tattoos and he's white.
Is Maui fat or is he just like?
No, I think he's just
Is it
built.
all muscle?
I mean, if you look at the Maui Lego figure, he is the same shape and size as the Hulk Lego figure.
Oh, you mean Dylan?
Wait, yeah, Dylan.
Hulk.
I'm gonna be honest, Zach. Last night, me and you had a conversation. We had all these good ideas for the podcast, and I cannot remember one of them. There was one, and you were like, "Can you incorporate that into the podcast somehow?" And I don't remember what it is.
Dylan. Yeah, wasn't it like we're talking about like if people 1,000 years in the future look back, they're like, oh, they worshipped the MCU, and like they for some reason they don't get stuff right, so they're just like they see like they find like a kid's birthday card for it's like happy birthday Dylan, and it's got the Hulk on it, and they're like that must be their god Dylan.
Oh yeah, okay. And then I remember how it ended. It was like some man walks up to you. Oh no, I remember exactly what it was now. But okay, this is how we got there, I think. Okay, so it was like some man comes up to you and he basically gives you like a magical window, and you can look into the future, like 1,000,000,000 years into the future, but only for 5 seconds, right? And you look into the window, and it's just a bunch of people in a circle jerking off to the Hulk, and they keep going, Dylan. And like how confused you'd be over that.
You gotta fix that timeline. I don't want that to be the future.
Because you could honestly never explain that to anybody.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if you looked into the future and you saw, like, I don't know, a rabbit with 2 heads and that was the new norm, that's a little more explainable. I mean, I don't know how many people would believe you, but the Hulk Dylan situation is so outlandish, I think they would have to. They'd go, there's no way he just made that up. That's Zach. He can't. His mind's not like that.
Yeah.
He's simple.
He's a simpleton.
He's a simpleton, and then they look in the camera and wink.
Yeah, because in the future, there's just a big camera and everything's content. Everything's YouTube content.
Have I ever on the podcast? Have I ever talked about my ideal heaven?
No, I don't think I've.
Like the Tim Allen Santa Claus thing.
No, this is completely foreign to me. What is this?
Oh wait, you don't know about this?
No.
No, wait. Okay.
Do I? Maybe you did. I don't. Explain it.
I don't think I've ever talked about it on the podcast though. But I think at least every, let's say, 1 out of 2 people I bump into, they hear this come out of me. Like I talk to a lot of people about this. So basically, right, hypothetically, let's say heaven is for real, like the child says in the book.
Hmm.
So heaven is for real. And do you think it would work like the Tim Allen Santa Claus movie?
So you're gonna try to kill him?
I'm going to kill him and put on his robe, and I am now God.
I don't think that's how that works.
But just
But
think
he's
about
got
it.
God on his side though.
No, I'm going straight for the big man. Because like if you think about it, I'm going for God. I'm not
Aren't they
going
the
for
same
Jesus.
person? I can never keep
I
up.
I don't
I can't keep up with the canon.
the biblical lore get like they erase something new and put something else in every year. Like at this point, it's like they have George Lucas on the writing team. Um, last thing I read, it was something like Adam shot first or something. I don't really know the context.
He shot Eve in the fucking head, and then all women died. There were no women.
Well, yeah, that's why there aren't any women today.
Yeah.
Um, no, but like think about it. Think about it. I like in the Santa Claus. Okay, Tim Allen killed the original Santa on accident, or not the original Santa, because there were probably a whole line of Santa men before him. And Tim Allen accidentally kills Santa, puts on the coat, and now he's Santa Claus, right? Now, my question is, do you think there is a biblical clause? Do you think if I accidentally or intentionally killed Jesus or God and put their robes on, I think I would become that person? And I don't think, let's say, I don't know, like, if God and Jesus are two separate people, let's say I get God, right? I get him and I put his robe on. Now I'm God. Hypothetically, Jesus would not care because in the hit movie The Santa Claus, none of the elves cared. So why would Jesus care?
Oh, this might be one of the lost commandments. You know.
Because and I like what happens when let's just stick with Jesus, okay? What happens when Jesus dies? Does he go to a separate heaven built just for the Jesuses who have fallen?
Jack, I don't. I think you're. How? What would you do? What do you mean?
That's so much
He
fucked
can't
up stuff.
die. He can't die though.
No, I mean, I don't. I mean, like, okay, I imagine on Earth, based on what we've seen from Bruce Almighty and Evan Almighty with Morgan Freeman,
Those
I think
documentaries, yeah.
I think if he was down on Earth, a regular human could not come up to him and kill him. But what are heaven rules? Does he still is he still all that powerful? Because from what I
Why would they
know,
not be?
heaven.
That's not your domain. That's
Well,
their domain.
well, no, but in heaven, it seems like everybody has all these cool things, right? So, like, what makes Jesus any special? I
Are you
imagine.
assuming this is like a Krypton thing, like
Well,
a
yeah,
reverse?
kind of actually. I kind of picture, and once you get to the White House, Jesus is just a Joe Schmo like you, and he probably has his own Oval Office kind of deal. It's probably hard to get to him. Well, no, you know what? That asshole just waits outside of the front gate for everybody. So now that I think about it, it's probably not that hard to get to him.
But like he can be anywhere and everywhere at once, so like you'd have to fight infinite clones of him. I just don't think you
What
can
if
do it.
after what? Where did the clone theory come from? I
Jack,
have
do you
not
really
seen one.
think when I'm over here praying, as I do every night, to Lord Jesus Christ, that someone on the other side of the planet can also be praying to him at the same time and be listening to both? There's multiple.
Hmm.
That's the trick. It's just a
No,
trick.
no, wait. I actually no. When I was a kid, I always thought it worked like this. I thought Jesus had a big monitor, like a monitoring room with a bunch of different screens, and he was looking at everybody at
Oh,
the
so
same
is he?
time.
So he's like security or is like IT?
That's really how I thought it worked when I
Like
was
he
a
gets like a
kid.
support ticket and he's like, oh, just fuck off. I'm
I
tired of
mean, I
this.
imagine it still works that way. And like, I imagine he also has big speakers all around the planet that he just never uses. He could prove his existence so easily because if he is as powerful as everybody says he is, why doesn't he just fucking come down to Earth once? Can he not do that?
No, but they say he works in mysterious ways. It's a test or something.
Mm.
It's a test. You're failing the test, Jack.
I mean, this is all hypothetical. I haven't seen any of his doings happen. But like, I basically what I'm trying to say is I want to kill Jesus, become Jesus, and start fucking shit up. I want everybody on Earth, because if you think about it, that is what will cause world peace, right? Once I become Jesus and I start fucking up everybody's shit, everybody on the planet is going to have to get together and just go, we need to stop this Jesus guy. And there will finally be world peace. NATO will just be one. That's what it'll just be, one whole.
Oh, so you're gonna like
A big-
sacrifice the position for the sake of humanity, so they become better.
yeah, basically, I'm doing a service. I mean, after I start going through my first few purges and whatnot, everybody's going to have to learn to work together.
You're a real hero.
I don't
you
care
know.
how many purges it takes, but we're eventually going to get there.
That's so noble, honestly.
I know. Thank you.
But what if you meet all the other gods? What are you gonna do about them? You're just thinking of the one Christian god. What about all the other ones? What about like all the Greek gods? What are they gonna?
What do the Greek gods do? Don't they just play slap ass with each other all day?
Yeah, they're just
I don't
like
think I have to
fucking
worry
and
about them.
well, they're like fucking and killing each other. They probably don't care. Like they actually don't care what we're doing, as long as we don't fuck with them.
See, that's what okay, what if what if after I said that slap ass comment, you just heard like a giant like lightning bolt come from my end and I'm just dead. I just stopped answering. I got smited.
That is what he would do. What Zeus would do. He's very petty. Zeus is like a horrible rapist, awful person.
Didn't he eat his children?
No, you're thinking
Or
of.
was that somebody
I think
else?
that's his grandpa or something. Yeah, they just like fucking kill and eat and rape each other all the time.
I mean,
Kind of like us.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Some would say that's an ideal world.
Wow.
Not me to specify.
Not you,
I'm just
obviously.
saying there are some scummy guys out there.
Some scummies.
Women too. They're just the scummies.
The real scummies.
But I'm just saying, if I would fill the shoes of God and or Jesus, that would cease to exist.
But I don't know. You're skipping all these steps, right? You're skipping the part where you like take like how are you gonna do it? Like what is your method? Like what is your plan?
Oh, I thought I was gonna like walk in, and when he's like welcoming to heaven, I was gonna like step on his robe and like he was
You'd
gonna
say
go,
welcome to heaven.
whoa.
You say welcome to hell, and then you pull out a shotgun and blast his head off. Is that what you're gonna do?
Well, no, I just thought I was gonna like step on his robe and make him slip, and he was gonna hit his head on something. But that way works too.
Okay.
I mean, do you think there's like airport security at heaven?
Probably. He's got all those angels. What they gotta be doing something. They're not just sitting around with their thumbs up their asses all day.
Do you think you'll still have your genitals if you go to heaven?
That's a good. I feel like it's like you do if you want to.
Well, I mean, who wouldn't?
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. Like who wouldn't though? Yeah.
See that's my question, because it's like I've seen some like biblical media, and once you get up there, they take your dick off. They fix you.
It's fucked up. Yeah, no, it doesn't
They,
seem as great as it's cracked up to be.
I mean, yeah, like all. I just feel like it would get old after a while. I'm not saying
Yeah,
hell's
no,
any
there's no
better, but
stories. Like nothing interesting happens. It's just so what'd you
I
do
mean,
today?
I
Just
think I'd
floated
rather
around.
just. Well, yeah, no, but then some people also build heaven up to be like this wonderful thing where you can have whatever you want. So it's also
Yeah,
like,
but it's like not real. Like you would be like,
what,
oh, I want to, you know, let's the sin. What is it? What is the sin? Lust. It's like
yeah, see,
I want to fuck
I
this
think I would rather just
character.
stay in purgatory.
Yeah, no.
Honestly.
Honestly.
Like, my question is, can God change his mind about his decision of letting you into heaven?
Oh, like he's like,
Because,
you're
like,
just not a good fit around here.
no, let's say, like, go along with the idea that once you're in heaven, you can do whatever you want. What happens to the guy who, like, like you meet up with him and you're like, so what did you do today? And he's like, Titanic 2. Like, what does God do with that? Like, 9/11 2? Like, does God go, yeah, we got to get rid of this guy? Or is it too late?
I mean, well, how would he not know? Shouldn't he? Doesn't he know everything in advance? Isn't it like the scam that he knows everything in advance?
Honestly, if he knew everything in advance, that's bullshit.
Just waste
I
of
would
time.
say that too. I feel like I'd be called into heaven HR at least once a day. I feel like it would be like a rogue cop angel situation where I'm like, I'm gonna turn in my badge, and God's like, okay, you do that.
God, I think God was peeping on me while I was in the bathroom all those years.
Yeah. Wait. What's the fucking deal with? I'll never understand how on earth, or in most places, we have this rule where you can't have cameras in the bathroom, but God can just look whenever He wants.
That always weirded me out. As a kid, every time, like I always was like imagining, because they always said like, not only is God watching you, but like the angels of your dead relatives are. So I'm like, all my ancestors just watching me shit right now? Like, I
See,
feel just gross and guilty.
like no,
Like, do
no,
they
it's
look
not even
away?
like
Are they forced to
like
watch?
I would. My dead dad can watch me shit whenever he wants, but once he starts watching me jerk off, that's when we're gonna have a
Oh,
problem. They used to freak me out when I was, first like, learning
I guess that's the
things.
idea, but it's like you can't live with that fear at 24/7.
Like every time I have sex, I do a thumbs up at the sky, just so you
Yeah, you do. You do a little high five.
know. I do that little chest pound thing and do a peace sign.
Oh.
But like, also sometimes I think like, hypothetically, because I really don't know what's out there. Let's say that he is watching me, like my dad. He's like watching me from above. Do you think he's ever just because I make so many fucked up jokes about him, but I love the guy. Do you think he's ever like, what the fuck did I do to you? Like that's what I think about sometimes. I just honestly think
Oh
that makes
God.
things funnier.
Yeah, no, I see. I just if I was like a dad and I died and like my son, like I'm watching my child from heaven, I don't think I could sit there and watch it because it'd be like, no, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that, don't just sit there and fucking eat whipped cream, do whippets all day. Come on, do something interesting.
Because it's
Go out
like
and meet people.
sometimes
Come on.
sometimes I think about it and I'm just kind of like, sometimes I do embellish things about his death just to make the bit a little funnier. Like he didn't die from a car crash, but sometimes some like let's say hypothetically somebody was like talking about a car crash and then just all of a sudden I go, my dad died in a car crash. And then I just go silent, just to make them feel
Yeah.
really shitty about themselves. I wonder, is he looking down and he's like, how I died. Why are you lying
You
right
know,
now?
how like every time you have like an awkward joke, and then you like think back on it, like that was terrible. Why did I say that? There's like a live spectator audience just watching you at all times. You're like,
Oh, it's like the Hunger
oh,
Games.
yeah, like, oh, come on, don't say it.
I like to think that this is I'm their favorite channel in heaven. Like they watch me. Like they're like, fuck everybody else. We got to
Yeah,
see what these
I
guys
feel like
doing
you'd be a
today.
pretty entertaining channel. I would not be. I'd
I'd
intentionally
be one
turn
of
them
those
off.
channels that you would have to pay a little extra for, like Playboy TV. You would have to
I'm
pay a
like the
little.
QVC channel, or whatever, the one where they're showing off the products.
What, they only watch you during Christmas time?
Does anyone actually watch those?
Zach, I used to love QVC like during Christmas time.
But
Like when
like,
I was a kid, I
you
would
don't know
watch it.
what they're gonna show. Like, what is? It's
Like,
do
I
you
don't
does
know
anyone ever
why
buy it?
kid me was so excited for whatever fucking candles they were showing, but I was pumped during
Like,
Christmas
wow, look
time.
at these candles. Wow, they smell good. Wow.
Like watching that woman and that fat fuck like smelled a gingerbread candle. Like just as a kid, I'm
It's like,
like, oh my
oh,
god.
I want to eat the candle.
Yeah, no, that's what it was like. It was like, is he gonna eat it? Is David gonna eat the candle?
Maybe I just never understood the appeal, like you did.
I think now it's like a whole fetish thing with QVC. I don't really understand.
What? Does it even still have like? I guess these have to still do it. It's for old people.
Yeah, no, QVC is like gonna be forever. Like we will never see the last episode of QVC.
Do you think they store it anywhere? Do you think it's like a vault where with all the QVC that's just
Yeah,
alive
probably.
all the time?
Yeah, they probably store it up their ass.
Showed up their ugly ass.
Okay, Zach, I remember what we were talking about last night that you were like, can you somehow incorporate it into this in the podcast? I'm really thinking about it. The Robin Williams penis thing.
Oh yeah. I think you need to explain this scenario because you've brought it up multiple times, and that like it's such a
I just
strange scenario that I can't believe you've remembered it this long.
Okay, so because this has to be a run like a couple year running bit at this point. Same thing with the would you fuck a zombie? It's kind of similar, but it's it's not really a question because it's really only specific to me for some reason. Every time I tell this story, it's only me. So I guess this is going to say a few things about myself. But like, hypothetically, let's say a genie comes up to you, right? And he gives you the whole spiel. You get a couple wishes, right? And I wish for the ghost of Robin Williams to be in my penis. And okay, he's in my penis, right? So every time I come, like I ejaculate, Robin Williams flies out of my pee pee hole like the genie in Aladdin. And so I was thinking I could use this to my advantage and find his daughter and go, "Hey, do you miss your dad? Do you want to see him again?" And then when she says, "What kind of a question is that?" I just pull my pants down.
Jack, this comes off way creepier.
Well, it's actually way creepier when I know somebody else is going to hear this. When it's just me and you, it sounds really normal for some reason.
Yeah, this does say a lot about you, I guess.
He flies out and he goes, "Good morning."
All in good fun, though.
Yeah, like it's like okay, Zelda. If you ever hear this, it's nothing like that. I mean, I think you're pretty attractive, but it's like if you want to be with me for what's not in my penis, that'd be cool too. But there's just a very hypothetical thing.
The thing I can't get is you intentionally wish for him to come back from the dead. So he's either, if there's an afterlife, he's in it, or he's just gone. You intentionally bring him back with this sole purpose. Like you could have put him anywhere, but you decided your penis. You chose your penis.
I could have brought him back to life.
You could have put him in a jar. You could have put him in, I don't know.
So I could have just resurrected him if I wanted to.
You could have given him a body, but no, you said in my penis so that someone has to suck it to see him, specifically his daughter.
Well, it'd be kind of Zach. It would be kind of scary if I just had some random girl suck my penis and he came out. Like it'd be a little kind of scary, right? But if it was her, I feel like it'd be a pretty normal.
Like imagine her perspective on this. So okay, if you did it like the way you don't tell her about him and your penis, but you're like, I just want to date you. Let's go on a date, and she likes you, whatever. And then it happens naturally that he comes out of your dick. Then it's like she's probably like, oh my god, that's really weird. But then it's like, oh my god, it's my dad. It's like, oh my god, you wanted to be with me just so you could bring my dad to me. That's so nice.
No,
but then she's like, you chose specifically to have him in your penis.
No, I would act like we were discovering it together.
Oh. You think Robin would rat you out?
I would hope not. I thought we were chill.
Would you threaten to keep him in the penis all the time? To
Wait,
never come again?
What do you think is going through the brain of the ghost of Robin Williams? Like he's like floating around in purgatory or something, then all of a sudden he's in my penis.
He goes, whoa, and he gets sucked into your penis.
Oh, like a ghost trap from Ghostbusters.
Yeah. Such a weird scenario. I can't believe you remember that.
The other day I was talking to somebody. I don't know that I'm not gonna like name any names, but the other day I was talking to somebody, and we were talking about Washington State, and they filmed some of Twilight there, and we were talking about vampires, right? And she said she likes vampires, but she says she sees herself more of a ghost. And I said, the classic Jack line. I said, ghosts are pretty sexy. And then this kept going on, and then I said I wanted her to slime me.
You did not say that.
No, I really did.
No, I don't believe you.
I mean, I would send you the proof, but it's on Snapchat, and that'd be kind of weird if I screenshotted that. I thought that was.
How did she respond to that? What was her?
It was something like I think she changed the subject.
Sometimes I can't tell if you know how fucked up the things you say are to these random people.
Well, I mean, at least I didn't have her dead dad in my penis.
It hurts. let it.
Your dad's clawing his way out. Come on.
He really
It
wants to
hurts.
see you.
He really wants a little Robin Williams head peeks out of your penis.
Hey.
He goes, "It's me, from Mork and Mindy. I'm Robin Williams."
Nanu. You know, from Jumanji. This
Um,
is Doubtfire. Oh! He just goes through all his rules. Like his daughter doesn't know him.
what would you do if you were just sitting in I don't know, you were just laying in bed and a little monkey man starts crawling out of your penis?
I feel like you've asked this before. You crawling into it or crawling out of it?
He's crawling out of it.
Oh.
Or no, maybe you wake up and you see a little tail slide in, like he was trying to go in unnoticed.
If I feel it?
Yeah, it hurts.
Ah.
But he usually does it when you're asleep, so you don't really feel the pain.
I would just kill myself.
Really?
It's just what do you mean? What do I do?
I would try to like time my alarm to around like a couple minutes before that time when I saw him crawl in. And I would try to catch him the next night.
Like when I watch like a sci-fi movie or like a horror movie, a lot of times I'm just like, if it started off this way, I'm just gonna kill myself because it's not. I'm not finishing this.
Have you ever seen the movie with the teethy vagina?
No, but I know what you're talking about.
I think it's just called Teeth.
Teeth, yeah.
What would you?
You into that?
I mean, wait. Oh, never mind. The
That's just the
I don't know.
question.
Maybe the other day, Zach, I was thinking about it. House elf from Harry Potter. Could you?
Oh my. No.
What if he got
No.
stuck in like a
No. No.
uh?
No.
My weenie fell off. My weenie.
What does this have to do with the house elf?
I
thought
don't
this
know.
was your character. You have a character, right? What's the name?
Oh yeah, I don't really have a name for this character yet. Hold on, there's a man and his daughter walking past my car. My window's rolled down
Is it
a little
Robin
bit.
Williams and Zelda?
That'd be really embarrassing if it was. I'd be kind of shocked.
They're just walking around like normal. What a coincidence. I was just talking about you, Robbie. Can I call you
And
Robbie?
he goes, "Yeah, wait, what if?" Yeah, no. And he walks up and he has his hands on his hips and he looks really disappointed. And he goes, "I know.
I just
I
starts
heard.
beating the shit out of you.
I overheard everything." Oh, but yeah, okay, so my character, they walked away. Okay, so the context is, so picture you're standing in a bathroom, right? You're just standing in any bathroom. You can be in the men's bathroom and the women's bathroom, right? And an old woman walks up to you, right? And she's an old woman, all in appearance. And the old woman walks up to you and she goes, sorry, I gotta get in that mindset. So the old woman comes up to you and she goes, "My weenie fell off. My weenie. Will you please help me put my weenie back on? I really have to go to the bathroom." And let's say you're standing by the urinal, right? And she goes, "I can make it pee even when it's detached. Just hold my weenie above the urinal, please. I'm just an old woman." And then, so yeah, that's the character.
Yeah, I was telling Jack this is the best character he's come up with in years. It's
I picture the old woman as soon as she walks up and says, "My fell off," and you're like, "What?" And you just hear like a little thud come from underneath her dress, and she kicks it towards you, and it's her weenie.
anyways.
Now, what would you do?
What would I do?
Would you help her out?
What does she want me to do?
She wants you to hold her weenie above the urinal so she can make it pee.
No. Sorry. Goodbye. And I
Okay.
just leave.
What?
You sound really disappointed. What did you want me to say?
Yeah, because I don't know what kind of an answer. I had nothing to play off there.
Like,
I was trying to like get you to like react as if the old woman was
you
here.
asked me
so
what I
could
would do, and I
more
told
of
you
the
what I would do.
character.
It's just I thought I didn't know if this
Well,
would be like
I
choose
I
your
was
own
trying to
adventure.
do. I thought we could do some more like character development on this. I thought you were gonna
Okay.
react like she was actually there.
Okay, I pick it up and I put it Put it in the air.
And she goes, "Ooh, thank you. It's pissing now.
This is like this sounds like this just
Hold
sounds like
it
an Adam
still.
Sandler character or something.
Hold it still.
Sounds
My
like Jill
piss
from
is
Drag and
getting
Jill.
everywhere. Oh, my piss is so sticky."
Sticky.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, well, because you're not holding it still, and it's getting everywhere, and it's
Is
making the room
what
sticky.
is your pee sticky?
What are you talking about? If you pee on the ground and you leave it, it's gonna get sick. When you walk into a Walmart bathroom, you can feel the crunching on the bottom of your shoes. Do you not get that when you walk in through a public bathroom that has piss
Why are you so
everywhere?
mad?
Because you're acting like you've never been in some sticky piss before.
I guess. Yeah, but it's not piss. I mean, it's not sticky when it comes out.
I mean, how would you know? How would you know? Tell me this. My piss comes out like syrup.
Glad we got to the bottom of that one.
When like sometimes when like sometimes like I'll pee like a couple days in a row really normal, but then when I feel it like when I'm getting to the bottom of the
All right.
when I'm getting to the bottom of the bottle, I gotta sleep
All
on my
right.
belly one night so it can get back to the top.
All right.
I mean, at least I'm not pissing like ketchup.
Oh, what?
Imagine your piss was coming out like ketchup and it made that little fart noise.
Oh, okay, that's what you mean.
Oh, well, no, I mean, I did mean like
Like a
what I'm
squeeze
pretty
bottle.
sure I meant what you thought, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Anyways, what else
Oh.
has been going on?
I've been getting really into Elvis lately.
Oh yeah,
I love Elvis.
because you saw that movie.
Well, yeah, he's kind of like the best guy. I mean, he has some dodgy stuff in his past, maybe, but I think he's the king for a reason.
Mm-hmm. So you want to be like him, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I will. I just don't think I can be an impersonator. I don't think my Elvis voice is all there yet.
I mean, it's a whole industry of Elvis impersonators.
Well, yeah, but I don't want to just be an Elvis impersonator. I want to be Elvis.
You just want to
That's where
be
they have it
you.
all wrong. They know they're impersonators.
So it's not
But once
about
you
the
get
man; it's about the
but
lifestyle.
once you max your psyche out to be like Elvis's psyche, you can be Elvis. You just got it's all about wanting to be your own person in the industry.
Okay.
I felt like I just gave you a lot there to pick apart, and you
Yeah.
just responded with okay.
I don't know what you want. I don't know what you fuck you saying.
Uh,
Like,
did you know?
does he do instruments? Does he just sings?
I mean, yeah, he plays. He plays.
He plays the little guitar thing.
Yeah,
Um, I mean, you've been taking lessons at some point, right? So
yeah. I
hey,
can
you know what?
kind of
Shoot for the
play.
moon is what I say. So
I can play like two chords from uh what's that, Jumper by Third Eye Blind, that song that was in Yes Man with Jim Carrey.
can you
And
play
I only
Rock
played two
Lobster?
chords from it, but I'm basically Elvis. Yeah.
Can you play Rock Lobster?
Oh, is that song that goes rockin' lobster, rockin' lobster, rockin' lobster, rockin', rockin' lobster, rockin'.
No, it's not.
Do
It's
I
not.
have the right?
No, not even close. No, not even close.
You know what I thought about today? The first time in forever.
Hmm. Go on.
Sneak King.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think I still have a copy of that.
I
I
brought
didn't
it
play
up
it.
to somebody today.
Who was it? Like someone that asked about it, or did you just bring it up randomly?
They were talking about some dumb game. I think they were talking about like Hitman or something.
You're like,
And
oh,
then,
that game sounds like Sneak
and
King.
then yeah, I recommended Sneak King because it's essentially Assassin's Creed, but you're the Burger King. Like, how can you go wrong with that? Like,
That might be the most unhinged thing.
it's actually my game of the year every year since its release.
I wish that we could go back in time and just record you playing GTA 5 and just show people that. Like, that's never coming back. That's just we just remember it. You were
Do you remember
completely unhinged.
Do you remember the nights when we would be in your? We called it the chillax room. It was kind of like an office area, right?
Hmm.
And you just had like your Xbox and stuff set in there.
Yeah.
Up in there, there were some nights when I think it would just be me and you, and I would have GTA on, and I would like turn it down all the way and full blast for like an hour straight. I would have Wake Me Up Before You Go by Wham playing, and I'd just be killing everybody.
I can't accurately describe how, like, actually, like, watching you do it, because, like, you're not doing, I don't think you're doing it to be funny. This is just how you play. You just, yeah, you'll go into a free roam, and you'll just start walking around. Maybe you'll find a car. You'll beat the shit out of somebody, kill them with a hammer. You'll kill 5 more people with a hammer and a machine gun. You'll get killed by a random player, and then you'll die and you'll come back, and then you'll do it all over again. And you'll just be
And I
listening
don't
to.
even go after that kid, that
Yeah,
guy.
you don't. There's just no response. Nothing. There's no emotion at all.
There would be
It's
some times
completely
where
unhinged.
I would be rampaging in Los Santos, and another actual player would kill me, and I just would not retaliate. I would just go kill the
You
guy who
just
runs
love
the
killing.
gun shop or
You
something,
know, we kept.
and he would.
I think I kept telling you, like, play like a private game so that you don't have to. You just kill the people, but you don't kill. There's
Well,
no other
that's what I
players.
eventually started doing, yeah, because like then sometimes people would kill me over and over and over again, just waiting for a response, and I would have to leave the game.
I don't think like you didn't play any mini games. You didn't play like the death
To this
matches, the
day, I
races.
have never played the story mode.
The
To this day.
entire game was you just. I remember we did the heist once, and it's still there's still an image burned in my brain of the end of the heist. We spent like hours on this heist, and these heists are like really complicated and they take forever.
And this was like the first week they were out too.
Yeah, and it was
Like it was really early
it was
on.
like the very end. Like we got the loot or whatever. We I think I had to get someone out of prison or something. And I was flying the helicopter, and I remember I'm like, okay, I'm gonna land down here under this cliff, and I'm like, don't jump down onto the helicopter. And as I say that, I see you leap off. You have no parachute.
I'm pretty sure I used all of our team
And
lives.
I think well no, it was like if anyone died, it was just that was it. You had to restart the whole level. And it was like I remember like time slowed down as I watched you tumble down, and I was so disappointed.
And we never played Heist
Yeah, we
again.
just quit. We didn't even finish it, I think.
We didn't finish that heist, and nor I mean I never played any of
And
the other
I
heists
never want to play that game again because of that.
because after that nobody wanted to play with me anymore.
So you just went back to
Do you
rampaging
remember?
on civilians.
I could be wrong, but wasn't Jacob Grayson there for that heist with us?
He might have been.
And didn't he just leave immediately from the party? I want to say that's what
Yeah, I
happened.
want to say it was either him or it was Micah. They were just so like done with it. We were so done
Because
with it at that point.
we were doing that heist from 7 p.m. to like 4 a.m. It took us a lot longer than it should have. Now that I think about it, I don't even know if we were good at the game.
Oh god, it was so bad because it was like the last level was like the big heist part, like the actual heist itself, and it was like we all had separate jobs, and some of them were easier than others. So
Oh.
you just had to do the same job, like same task over and over again, and it's just like oh, it ended because someone across the map died.
Because we
Game
were
over.
playing. Me and Jacob were stuck with like the bus mission or something. I don't know. We had to
Oh
bring
yeah,
a
just
bus
drive a bus
somewhere.
into a prison.
And Jacob at one point was like, let's see if I can drive it in there backwards. And then just the disappointment in your voice as this was happening. Me and him were laughing, having a good old time, and you were just like, guys, don't do that.
Guys, please don't do it. I don't want to do this anymore.
And I think the bus exploded somehow. I wish this really happened to us. I wish this was like a real life, like IRL, yeah.
You know, if we actually did a heist, I think I see it going the same way, to be honest.
If we did a legitimate heist and you were landing a helicopter and you just see me fall into the blades. Would you
jumped off?
Would you understand that if we really did this and I jumped into the blades, you would understand that it was intentional, right?
Well, yeah, for the bit. Be like, oh, that was a funny reference.
Because the thing is with bits, even in ones that can kill you, if you don't commit, then what's even the point?
Yeah, that's true.
It's not even funny if you don't commit.
You always regret it.
Yeah, because guarantee you, if this really happened the rest of my life, I'd be sitting in bed and I'm like, I should have fucking jumped in those helicopter blades.
Yeah. Do you have a game like that, like now that you are unhinged playing? I know you play a lot of Dead by Daylight, but I can't imagine you play it the same way.
Well, okay, so
just like Dead by Daylight, no emotion, no care in the world.
I mainly play as Survivor because for the longest time I just did not want to. Because when I first got the game, I tried to do both, but I really sucked at being the killer. And then after you play as the Survivor for so long, I think I have like 2,000 hours in that game. You kind of pick up all killer patterns. And so not too long ago, I played as like killer for like the first time for like real. And I was Zach. It was so unhinged. I was jumping around like somebody could hear me from the other room. I kept yelling "big brain mode." I don't know what that means.
Were you on voice chat or were you just saying it to yourself?
I was just yelling to myself. I kept going, "Ooh, big brain mode," and that is the only time I had ever like been like, because that is the only time I think I've ever been good at like an online video game is that game. And so especially when it's like the one aspect of the game I think I'm bad at, like I'm going pro, I was freaking out. But there was one time like early on into my Dead by Daylight career, because on it, like when I play that game, all the teams that I get on, they're just incompetent and I don't know why. Like I'll be doing the generators and they'll just be jerking off in the corner the whole time, and then I'll get killed first when I'm the only one doing the work, and then they'll just bum rush generators as soon as I'm dead every time for no reason, and then they'll get out the gate like I didn't do half of the generator, like I did most of it for them, and then they just go out the gate. Or I do 4 out of the 5 generators and there's only 1 left, and then I'm the only one that gets killed, and then everybody just helps each other with the last generator and they just escape. It makes me so mad. One time I was in voice chat with like a bunch of like, they were strangers because I don't really know anybody that plays that game. And so I was in the voice chat and I remember they did that to me, and I like went in on them. I
Did
made
you get, like,
them
voice banned or something?
Yeah, no, I got reported. Like all 3 of them reported me. And I remember that's also like the only time in a game where I think I've been reported. Like that's how what's the word? That's how passionate I am about that game. I will get banned if I have to get my message across.
Some people.
Okay, I'm gonna list a few things, I got one. Okay, so the girl from The Ring, smash or pass?
Isn't she like a child that got?
Okay, well, adult version.
What do you mean adult version?
Yeah, let's say she's like, I don't know, like 18. She comes crawling out of your TV.
This is weird. I don't like this. Next.
I'd smash, obviously.
Okay.
Okay. American Dragon Jake Long.
Child?
No, as the dragon. I don't think dragons have age. Okay, no, the old man.
No, as the dragon.
The blue dragon old man.
Oh, is grandpa or whatever?
Yeah.
No, not into it.
Oh, for some reason in my head, he was also crawling out of your TV. Like, that's just how the approach starts with all of these. You're just laying in bed and they start crawling out of your TV. Okay, Jackie Chan from the animated show.
Um, is is he an adult in the show?
I would hope so. He's Jackie Chan. Um,
I'll just say Smash because I know this none of these are gonna be
okay,
good.
this next one, no, but this next one, I was saving this one because I know for a fact you'd smash. You've told me in the
Oh
past you'd
God.
smash
Okay.
this
What?
character. Talking Angela or Tom?
Fuck off.
I know you've told me this.
What happened to her?
Did she let herself go or something? I haven't really looked at her in a while.
No, isn't there some when we was in Talking Tom? There's like you see like isn't he just like in an alley? There's just like a dumpster behind him. Wasn't there some like conspiracy that like Talking Angel is in the dumpster or something? She's dead.
Oh no,
Weren't we
that's
talking
not
about
the
this?
conspiracy. Okay, no, we talked about there was like this theory where Talking Angela's eyes were cameras and there was a pedophile looking through them, and if you
Oh.
screenshotted and zoomed in, you could see the old man's face.
Oh yeah. Okay, that was it. I remember
Like
there's
that
something
was a
that
real thing that people thought was happening.
I could see that on the news, and they're like, "Is this a gateway to for pedophiles to interact with your child?"
What would you do if you were playing Angry Birds and like
And
you
a
kill all the
pedophile.
green pigs or something, and then your phone just takes a picture of your face
That's genuinely creepy.
and it doesn't save your camera roll?
Yeah,
Ooh, Angry Birds creepy pasta.
that would freak me the fuck out. Where does it go?
And then what if you start getting text and they're shaming you for playing Angry Birds at such an old age?
You're too old.
They go get a life,
Yeah, I'd probably call the
loser.
police. That's
Do you
fucking.
even have a job? Oh
Fucking.
yeah, and then the police show up to your house and they arrest you because you were playing Angry
You're
Birds.
too old.
And then
What
oh,
are
and
you a
then they
pedophile?
well yeah, they add you to the sexual assault registry because you were playing Angry Birds.
Damn. What a twist. You got me now.
Sometimes it's really you really don't realize how weird some of these things are until we say something and you know somebody's gonna listen to it. Um, like in person, this really isn't that weird.
It's not weird at all. You know.
Yeah, it's really not. Like, I don't think you guys understand listening. It's this is honestly just a friendship. What are your friendships like? Do you guys not talk like this?
What are you implying?
I'm sorry. I feel like we're being judged right now.
I think well, no, it's just our ancestors in heaven. They're like eh. It's kind of
Okay,
like it's kind of like America. What is it? Next Top Talent or whatever. They're like voting yes or no, whether you get into heaven, and they're all voting no. Like eh. This podcast isn't funny. Eh.
it's like two of my ancestors as Ghost and Simon Cowell.
Yeah. Like this is fucking garbage.
Wait, did you hear about the Howie Mandel prolapse anus?
No.
You didn't hear about? Okay, so I want to say this happened like maybe a month or two ago, but Howie Mandel posted a TikTok and it was like his face in the frame. I have a screenshot of it if you want it. But it's like his face and he's talking and it's like he says something like, "Hey, my friend bent over and this happened. Is it COVID related?" And he moves his head and it's just a picture of some man's prolapsed anus.
What?
Yeah, no, it was, and it
What the
was.
fuck?
He took it down, but I guarantee you can still find that video.
Was he
But yeah,
genuinely serious?
I don't know. I don't know if he was kidding or not
That
because
seems
Howie
way too
Mandel
fucking
is
risque. That's so
he's
fucking weird.
actually unhinged. I can't tell if he's just like a boomer and out of it or if he
Even a
really I
boomer
couldn't
wouldn't
tell.
like you wouldn't think to post someone's asshole online. What
It
the
was
fuck?
so it was honestly like okay, I've seen a few prolapsed anuses, but it's like when you think you're looking at a Howie Mandel video and he moves his head out of the way, it's so disturbing.
I need to find this. I don't want to see the anus, but I do.
I mean, I can send you just the
Does
picture.
it have the anus?
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to see the anus. Don't send it to me. I already have Stuart Little penis in there.
I have it. It's in this group message with my sister and my mom.
What? The anus? Did you send it?
No, I didn't send it. My sister sent it.
What the fuck?
The group message is called Dog Peas Forever Fan Club. Zach, I'm gonna be honest though. I mean, like, I'm kind of tempted to send it to you, but I know you don't want it. I'm just gonna say it looks like an Arby's menu item.
I don't. No, yeah, I don't want to see a prolapsed anus. No.
It looks like it looks like an Arby's sandwich with some like squid.
All
on
right.
it.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got what it looks like. I know what a prolapsed anus. I'm good. Yep.
Ugh. But like, you look at it and you're like, what could I shove in there?
Anyway, that's this episode of the Simpletons. Thanks.
What went in there to make it so prolapsed?
Thanks everyone for joining us on the Simpletons. Stay safe. Don't get monkeypox.
There's like shit crumbs.
Don't
It's
prolapse your
sweaty.
anus. Goodbye. Terrible episode. Bye.
Bye.